Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Forced 2, the Alpha. Yes, it's still an Alpha. It's called Forced 2 The Rush if you want the full name. It is the successor to, well, you guessed it, Forced, a game that came out a while back, and I honestly enjoyed the actual gameplay of it. I felt like the questing on it was a little bit but that's to each their own. Now, Force 2, I feel, is going very much in the right direction. This is, as I said, Alpha, as you can see up here in the top left, just by the little mouse cursor up there. Yeah, it's still in Alpha. And yeah, I'm recording this on the 21st of January, as you can probably guess. This means it's going to be releasing a few days from now, so they may have done changes since then, and there are going to be a lot of changes before the game releases. I do believe they're aiming for a Q1 beta, which should be fairly soon, so keep an eye out on that. You can also potentially get an alpha key through their Facebook and Twitter, which you'll find in the comments down below, which are good ways if you are interested in this game to pick it up early. Although, honestly, if you want to actually just play the game in its full, glorious version, I would wait until it releases. That way you don't have the bugs and stuff. Now, the ways Force 2 differs from Force, the original, is massive, actually. You have, in this one, you have cards, which I'm going to go ahead and show you in a little bit. Quests to unlock more stuff. You have world ranks. I have no rank because, well, my honor is fairly low. It's 18. The highest is 538. Yeah, that's way up there. You have dailies as well, which is, I think, how you earn the honor. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and go back to the main menu. You can see latest update and news. I believe they're going to be updating this and giving it a lot more polish by the time things are through. You'll have a profile pic down there. You have gold here, which you can buy additional cards with in the shop. You just get the gold by playing and completing quests. It's fairly simple on that. You get gold by doing the daily as well. I do believe you can face off against other players in the daily, but since there's so few people in the alpha, I haven't really seen them very often. Well, the reason why I think you can face off against other players in the daily is because it gives you a timer saying, well, you're about to be caught up, the flames are about to catch up to you, and yeah, they will kill you. So yeah, I assume that other players are supposed to be in there, but we'll see how that works out. I'd wager they also have way more options planned for this screen as well, because right now it feels just a little bit sparse, and I do think they could include a lot more there. You have your quest screen, and obviously they're going to be adding more quests, but currently you just have basic general quests. That's kind of something that gets thrown in at the very end, in my opinion, and that's the way it should be. And now we'll get onto the card thing. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why someone pointed it out to me, because they know I'm into TCGs. This isn't really a TCG. This is more of a random attribute system. It's a roguelike, so you're going to be running into that quite a bit. These basically influence how your path is going to go. You can actually set up custom decks, which control what you draw to an extent. You have your abilities, which are always going to be in your deck, and then you have these additions, and you can see that I've made two of them. I've made Volko and Squire's abilities. I haven't done any for Ravager or Stormbringer yet. Not a big fan of Stormbringer. I just never was a fan of the bow guy in the original either. But yeah, that's enough fluffing around here. Let's go ahead and show you the gameplay, which is probably why you came to look at this. Now, right now, I have 4 characters unlocked because I've done a decent number of quests. You have Squire of Light, Ravager, Stormbringer, and Volko. There's going to be, I believe they're planning on a grand total of 10, although this could easily change for the release. Personally, my favorites are probably the Ravager and Volko. Although I'm not sure how well I'll play them while commentating, we will just go ahead and go with them. I'm going to go with Volko, and hopefully I will do better than I did in my practice runs earlier. But let's go ahead and click play. This is going to be the single player version. It's called The Pit. This is how you're going to do a lot of your unlocking. Whenever you first launch up, you'll have the choice to, well, basically mulligan some of your cards. Kind of like a mulligan in Hearthstone, where you can select specific ones you want to go away. Like, let's say I want to get rid of the major healing potion, which I'd honestly rather see later. So I'll shuffle that back into my deck. I'll keep the 2 shields because they allow me to draw another card, and they grant me a shield, which will prevent 1 attack against me. So let's go ahead and click confirm. It'll show me what I have as far as my options go. I've got 2 shields, I've got primal instincts, and I've got several of my ability cards. It seems like I always draw these first, so it's probably always in your opening hand. I do wish they had more variety of abilities. For example, you could have it where you could choose between, say, Volcanic Strike and another ability, but for right now it is just 1 ability per slot. I think having that variety would allow you to have some flexibility in terms of, well, what you use and what you don't use. And wow, that was loud. I had my headphones way up. Yeah, this has a very meaty sound. The sound assets for it, whenever you break something, are fairly satisfying. I'm going to go ahead and take Volcanic Strike because that's, well, easily my favorite ability for him. So let's go ahead and grab that. Takes up 3 of our resources, which you'll see down here in the bottom left, went from 3 to 0. This pad over here, you stand on it for about a second and it'll take you to the next area. This is kind of the staging area. Of course, I love that. But down here in the bottom left, you have your stats, your abilities, and the cards you've used. Oh, the flames will reach me. Okay, we'll go ahead and go forward. But down in the bottom left, you have your stats. We're going to go ahead and face off against some familiar enemies if you played the original. He's going to come charging at me. We're going to block him, and we're going to take a shot to the face. Let's go ahead and do as much damage there as we can and get rid of some of these guys. Flames will catch you is a way to get you moving forward. Can we get our ability? Thank you. Okay, we took out the annoying thing. Come on, charge at us. There you go. Now, you have a variety of enemies, and you have actually pretty good sound assets as well, as far as like the music and the character sounds go. Let's go ahead and smack him in the face. And the rest of these guys should be relatively easy if I don't just completely suck while commentating. And we're going to take a shot to the face and the back probably there. Okay, there. Let's just die. Thank you. Okay, we cleared the area. We get some more cards, and we get some more of the crystals. I'm not sure what to call those. They're just crystals, and we can get additional things. I'm not going to really grab anything this time. We could take Magma Shield, but I prefer Flame NATO personally. So we're going to go ahead and go on to the next level. Obviously, if you linger too long, you have issues from the flames. Now, in the daily, it shows up a lot faster than that. I never really had it show up super fast before on the pit, so I'm wondering what that's about. But I guess it is a way to keep it moving, keep it paced fairly reasonably. The turnover speed on this is a lot nicer than in the original. You can die and get right back in the action a whole lot quicker. In the original, there were some unskippable cutscenes and stuff like that. In this one, not so much. You go in and you kill and thrash and smack the crap out of people. Now, that is a boss level. I probably should be prepared for that. I'm going to go ahead and get the Flame NATO, and I'm going to go ahead and get a shield. I'm going to get a second shield as well. We get 2 of the cards I set in here. This is a custom deck, by the way. This is not the one that you start with for this. And we're up against the Kobold main character, which is not too bad. We're going to go ahead and grab these shards because that is a special little thing. The shard race is on, I believe is what they say. Dodging the bullets. Dodging bullets like crazy people. Smack you in the face. Go ahead and dodge some of these guys. Yeah, you can get a little bit overwhelming at times to keep track of everything that's going on. So I would recommend not really commentating while doing this. I do plan to do a series covering this game though, because I find it actually kind of entertaining to play. Let's go ahead and dart past all these guys. And yes, they can hurt each other, which is kind of a good thing to have in a game like this, because otherwise it would get a little bit too overwhelming. We're going to go ahead and kill even more guys. They're going to shoot a bow. Okay. I can deal with the bow. I couldn't have dealt with the lovely chain gun at that range. Let's keep you getting off of the chain gun. Okay. Kill that guy. And now we're just down to the boss. Once it gets down to the boss, it's actually kind of easy to beat them. And I haven't even lost my shield yet. Yay. Let's go ahead and smack you around a little bit. Yeah, you're trying to escape from us. It's not going to work. Down to 27 life. Ow. Go away. And we got a few things. We got 3 energy for that. No sense in me really taking more things, so we're going to take a Surge Flow, which increases my crystal generation on each floor by 2, I believe is what it says. Let's go ahead and scroll over that. Obviously, it's still an alpha, so the little selector is a little bit off, and they are probably going to improve the card graphics. I believe these still look kind of placeholdery to me. I think they should have a little bit of texture on them. That's my opinion, though. If you're going to include cards, they could include runes or anything else similarly for that matter if they really wanted. Let's let him charge. And yeah, go away. Oh, yuck. Ow. Ow. You guys are not my friends. Go away. Ow. Die. Okay. Let's go ahead and smack the crap out of these guys as much as we can and kill him. And not too threatening. You do have to be aware of where the enemies are. Otherwise, you will get overwhelmed, but once you get the patterns down of how they attack, once you know what you're dealing with, it's fairly simple. Ow. Flame NATO. Yeah, go away. Let you smack into there and kill yourself, and same for you. Good job, buddy. Oh, you didn't die. Die. That works for me. We do have a healing potion here, which I probably should use. I don't want to because I want these other abilities, but we are going to go ahead and use it. And we're going to take a Shadow Cloak for a little bit of block. Obviously, I can't really go over strategy with you because, well, chances are you do not have this game in your inventory yet. And after defeating a single boss, you'll enter a double boss room the next time. This is still like the first iteration of the first set of maps. Now you will get more maps as time goes on. Let's go ahead and smack that guy around. And, oh, I launched that the wrong direction. Okay, dodging. And coming in on your face. Obviously, we don't want to really be right up in that guy's face because, well, he will destroy us. Because he is a boss. They obviously will do a lot of damage. Okay. Now that we're a little bit out in the open. Personally, I like staying back and trying to do as much damage as I can from a distance. And I don't plan on breaking into that song. That guy is a royal pain in the butt. Thankfully, Flame NATO makes me temporarily immune. So that works out good for me against a lot of this crap. Oh, keep shooting at me, please. Oh, and I completely missed you. And there is like a undodgeable stream of flame on the ground. Yeah. Okay. Usually it's not quite that crazy. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I am just missing absolutely horribly. Okay, smack you in the face. Okay, getting away. Kill you, so I don't have to worry about you with your little spinny thing. Now we should be fairly well off. I could make some horrible mistakes, but that is my own fault. Dodging you. I don't like you today. You have been my enemy for a while. He's gonna go ahead and launch... Let's go ahead and smack into there, and we will smack him down with that. Gotta get track of my mouse again. Okay, coming back. Knock him down, and let's smack him down on the ground again. He's almost dead, so... geez. We need to take care of him as quickly as possible. Okay, there's one down. Now all we have is the kobold lady. If we hide, we should be all right. Okay, and you're gonna power up your chain gun and just do stuff there. And we're gonna miss you. And just smack you around a bit. Okay, launch your bow again. We're obviously fairly low on life, which is not a good place to be against any boss in any game. Okay. Smacking you down. Okay, we got another Flame NATO available, which allows us to ignore damage. Oh, dodge. Ha. Okay. Get away from those. And spin into her again. And boom. There we go. Arena cleared, finally. Yeah, it gets a little bit chaotic. We could use that major healing potion. Not sure how we'd get to it rather easily and still have enough resources for anything else. So we're going to take Magma Shield and pray that this next level is not terribly bad. Now, currently, there are some issues that probably need a little bit of working. For example, whenever you spawn into some of these levels, there's traps like right underneath the spawning pad. That needs a little bit of work. Kind of a bad thing to have ruin your run. Something you can't dodge because it's loading. Let's go ahead and smack you guys off of my butt and come in over here. And we will smack everything around over here. And, oh, we don't have it. Okay, Q. Get up our shield. Okay, knock all those guys back. We destroyed one of the spawners. Now, spawners you'll recognize if you played Force 1. They are a royal pain in the butt. Dodging. Okay, Q. Okay, this is getting a little bit much. Okay, I don't have my ability available. Q, please. Thank you. Oh, dodging. Don't want to die, don't want to die, don't want to die on the... something so easy as this. Okay, killing those. Okay, we are made of lava, but we are not immune to it, so... Oh, 19 life, I believe is what we're at. Spin, spin, and hammer. Dodging all the things. Okay. Getting back and away from all of this is going to be very important for me. Okay. Let's see if we can get through that. We got all the spawners gone, so all we have to do is worry about the little guys. And arena cleared, so those will stop shooting, thank goodness. Major healing potion. Thank you. Mind bend. And we get a little bit further on. Obviously, I'm back up to full health, so that helps out a great deal. Now, there are traps in the environment. This is one of them. It's exploding barrels. If I smash it, it'll explode in the area, and it'll deal damage both to me and opposing creatures. There isn't multiplayer where you're with other players, so that kind of makes me sad, but I can understand sort of why they did that. Let's go ahead and load that up. Oh, we're getting shot from everywhere. Okay. You need to go away. Ow. Poison guys, out. Okay, let's get over here. Dodge. Oh, yeah, I'm so gonna die on this level. Okay, he's gonna shoot. I'm going to launch another thing at him. Let's go ahead and break that, just so we don't have to deal with it. Dodge. You have a fairly decent ability to dodge, but yeah, there's a lot of things that can really ruin your day. Let's go ahead and move through here, get up behind this. Ow. Okay. Okay, kill it. There we go. We have another healing potion here that I'm going to have to use, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'm just going to get totally destroyed. And we have another boss battle as well. Yeah. Ooh, this guy I like. This guy is pretty interesting and challenging, and there are random effects in the battles. As you saw earlier, there was shard collection. In this one, there is a powerful force observing it, which is kind of interesting. I think it gives everyone a buff who's blessed by it or watched over by it. They'll turn red. But yeah, and all the things on the screen at once, causing me trouble. Got to dodge the rocks from every single kind of source. And killing you. Thank you. Ow. Stray bullet. Didn't even see that one, so let's see. How can we deal with this? Okay, block that. Destroy that. Get out of the way. Ow, take a shot. Thankfully, we blocked it. There is a lot of blocking, and it does get a little bit almost bullet hellish at times, and we completely whiffed on that guy. Wow. Okay. I don't think there's any more spawners hiding around. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we're good on spawners. Let's go ahead and do... Oh, we hit an obstacle. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to dodge all the things. Okay, blocking works on a percent basis. We were a little bit lucky in this one. Oh god. Yeah, we've been blocking a lot more than we probably should be with only 15% block. There's a lot of cards that give boosts to block, but yeah, after a certain point it becomes kind of pointless. Even the Ravager has 100% block after a certain amount of wait time. Let's go ahead and spin up so we can dodge all the damage and deal a little bit of extra damage to him. We've got one more regular enemy left on here, which probably will cause us trouble, but I'm not entirely sure if we can survive all of this to begin with, so. Okay, we got that guy. This guy, not as much of a challenge whenever you don't have to dodge the millions of other guys attacking your face. Obviously, this would be a lot easier if I wasn't commentating. I have beaten the game before, so that's a thing. But I've only beaten it maybe twice, and that was before I unlocked the quest to beat the game. Go figure on that one. He's going to go and shoot a scatter shot, and I'm going to go ahead and launch that at his face. Oh, goodness gracious. Get away from me, Rock. We're at 5 life. And and spinning around him, dealing as much damage as we can. Give me my shield. Ah, we didn't get a shield up in time. We only got a little bit of the way through, and it says we were utterly destroyed. Don't know why I'm a glutton for punishment in these types of games. I can give you a quick preview of the other characters, but I'm only going to do maybe a level of each, just to give you an idea of how they play. So let's go ahead into the play screen. I'm not going to do the daily today on screen. I may do them off, like, on another series if there's enough interest in this. I will continue covering the alpha up through release, most likely, just so you'll get an idea of how it's going and the progress on the game. No major gripes so far. I do wish you had a little bit more control of your abilities or a bit more variety. I showed you guys the Vulko last time, so let's go ahead and show off the Squire of Light real quick. This is the other one that I have made a custom deck for, and this is the one that you start with. So let's go ahead and we will ditch the healing potion and confirm that, because this mana boost is actually kind of nice. It gives us enough mana to possibly get overcharge on our next run. I'm not going to really bother with any of the rest of these, and we have a laser ability. Now, one thing you may notice about the laser ability is watch his arms. Whenever he starts shooting, he's moving full speed and only using one arm. Then he starts slowing down using two, and then he just comes to a complete stop. And whenever he comes to a complete stop is whenever it's doing maximum damage, but this guy never does a whole lot of like individual hit damage. So I don't think damage boosts are exactly a good thing for him. I mean, it goes up to like 7 damage or something like that. We got an annoying guy here for this guy to deal with, because this just charges in a straight line and deals a boatload of damage. Really a pain in the butt for melee characters. For this guy, it's more like once you dodge him the first time, it's alright. Now, these little scavengers just die. They bounce off of your laser. But, yeah, it's not too bad. These first few levels, it obviously scales as you go through the matches. Let's go ahead and get overcharge, since that is what I feel is the most interesting ability on this guy. Boom, destroys that. He also gets a guarding light, which gives him immunity, like global immunity for a little while. Doesn't heal you, but yeah, immune to damage and knockback. That's nothing to really scoff at in this, because whenever you get knocked around, it does kind of suck. Let's go ahead and pound both those guys with that, and yeah, not too tough. I'm going to go ahead and probably call this a good example of how this guy plays in just a minute after I kill these guys. Mainly because I like killing the guys. Oh, you fell over. Good job. Keep falling down. Thank you. Arena cleared. Now, these are doors. You can stand in front of them and they'll trigger. You'll notice that there's sometimes drops in the level 2. A balloon will float over and drop something down. That can heal you, that can damage you. You just have to watch out for what it is. Let's go ahead and show off Guarding Light. Spacebar ability. You usually have a mouse too, a spacebar, and a Q ability. I forget what I don't think this guy has a Q ability that I've seen. He's your starting basic character, so yeah. Let's go ahead and die to this guy. Let's walk right into him. Come on, kill me. Of course, I could always just press escape and go to the main menu and show off the other characters that way. Let's go ahead and go to play again. I will show off the other 2 characters just real quick. We have the Ravager, which is kind of your fast melee guy, and as he attacks more, he attacks faster. It reminds me of the Assassin in Diablo 2 for some reason. Also reminds me of the dual-bladed guy in Force the original. Let's go ahead and click confirm there. We're just going to go ahead and grab some cards. Let's go ahead and grab the Ferocious Reflexes, because I believe that said, how many seconds? Come on, tell me how many seconds. A 100% block and knockback on the next attack. So basically, next time somebody attacks us, we can block and, well, knock them back. Let's go ahead and break through all of these barrels. This guy's a little bit slower on the individual damage, so gotta watch out for that. He's a little bit weaker versus bosses than the other ones until you get him leveled up a bit. But for the most part, he can get pretty nasty. As he attacks more, his attack speed starts increasing drastically. And yeah, he gets all kinds of nasty. And honestly, he really kind of caters to my playstyle whenever I'm actually playing seriously. Because, well, I can dodge most of the attacks. It's just that random stray hit that really screws me over. This guy actually becomes really vicious. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and die right off the bat. Yeah, just showing off the character's abilities. He has a dash ability, kind of like those bull guys. So let's go ahead and jump in on the last character, which is going to be Stormbringer. It's not that this is a bad character, it just really doesn't fit with my personal playstyle. So let's go ahead and click confirm. I think he gets an extra card, but we're gonna grab just chain lightning, whatever. And this is a charge up character. I've never been a big fan of charge up characters. Basically, the longer you charge up, the more damage it'll do. If you just like hold it for a split second, it only does a minor amount of damage. If you charge it up full, it deals a lot of damage, and of course, it has its special ability, which bounces among all things. This requires a lot more precision with like your aim and stuff, which whenever charging up really kind of just doesn't work well for me. Dodging all these guys, and we completely miss with the ability. Thankfully, abilities recharge relatively quickly, so you don't really have to worry about too much about whiffing every now and then, or every single time apparently, as I am. But yeah, it's not too bad. This guy is pretty good if you like charge up range characters, and whenever he gets a crit, it's pretty nasty. He does as much damage as your heavy melee guy, Volko, except at a range. The trick is you have to be aiming just right. Okay, let's see that bounce around, and that's going to bounce off of him several times. Out, and we walk right into his weapon there. Now, this does have a limited range. If I launch it like that, you'll notice that it only goes out to about the length that the little, like, spirit thing goes. So let's go ahead and, yeah, see. Not super amazing there, but it is a thing. So this guy generally works best with faster speeds and, well, damage boosts, because his damage is actually fairly good. So that's been showing off the Forced to the Rush Alpha. I will be following the Alpha through future iterations. Now, obviously, I can go to the shop and I can buy card packs, which unlock more cards for me to use in my decks. I do believe there's a 2-card limit in a single deck, and they don't overlap, so getting extras of, say, a given card doesn't really matter. And once you have a card, I think you have enough to just put in there willy-nilly, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. And by unlocking more characters, you do get more cards as well. So by unlocking all 4 characters, I obviously got a lot more cards. Now, one thing that I do wish was a little bit different were the items. I think they should probably cost a little bit more to get, but possibly have them be reusable, like, say, once per floor, maybe? Otherwise, you're just saving them for the boss floors, and you might as well not even get them for the most part. Because, well, it's not usually the bosses that are going to kill you, it's the swarms of minions. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on Forced to the Rush, whenever we'll probably go into the daily challenges and try those out, probably as a content thing to show progress on the alpha, and we'll show off differences in, say, the interfaces and stuff like that. This is a very simple interface. I do wish it had a little bit more ornate additions to it. Make it look a bit more like the original in terms of graphical fidelity and stuff like that. But if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.